Sorry, lads. We don't have your attention.
Sorry, lads, yeah?
Lads, you're a podcast, lads, yeah?
I'm sorry, Morgan.
Gary Big Show.
It's always the Gary Big Show.
Don't we know?
The fans come here for Kinger, but they stay for me.
Okay. So me and Daly just aren't on the
I
Morgan.
was going to say, that sounded cringe. I was only messing with that.
That's super.
So if you kept moving on from that, I was like, oh, God, that would have been awkward. It's okay.
Okay. Right. That was a...
Right, yeah.
Okay.
The pyramids, lads.
Okay, yeah, no, you're right. No, you're right.
No, I
You're
was
right. Did
Googling.
we discussed this, didn't we?
I am with
Did
you.
we discuss on this?
I am with you, whatever you're going to
Did we
say.
discuss
On
on this?
Articulate. Before we played Articulate.
I'm with you on this.
I just
We
want to hear your opinions on the pyramids.
I think it's
I'm
absolutely
after,
bananas.
I was googling things like that just can't be explained, and I'm also going to ask you. I'm going to ask you a few of them. I'm going to just throw a few of them.
Go on.
Right? So we start with the pyramids.
All right.
Just throw it at
We're
me.
not
What do you
man-made.
think? We're not man-made.
We're not man-made.
Okay. I can see where you're coming from because they're so inch perfect. But what the hell happened then?
I don't know. But I don't believe it was man-made. I don't believe they moved them blocks on bleeding logs. Are you joking me?
How long supposedly did it take to make them? Can you get that fact up? Surely.
And when
I don't think that's a
was
fact.
it?
I don't think they know anything about them. Or do they?
These perfect little triangles.
They're inch
Is it the
perfect.
case where these humans, though, might have had technologies back then that would have worked quite well for that, but that technology just got, like, extinct?
Over 1,000
Obsolete.
years.
Over 1,000 years. It took them to make it.
Mm.
How do they pass on that info?
The pyramid age spans over 1,000 years.
Probably 1,000 years old, Warren.
1,000 years old.
I'm saying how long did it take to make them? As in the lads.
From block.
The Greek
From
historian
block, first block.
Herodotus was told that it took 100,000 men 20 years
20 years. Okay.
to build the Great
Okay.
Pyramid.
Okay. 100,000 men.
However, they think it may have been built by only 20,000 men over 20 years.
Right, well, that's not conclusive. What I'm saying...
You can't move them boulders on logs.
Right.
You just can't. Aliens.
Why would aliens build a pyramid?
Isn't
It's
it...
not aliens. It's how
would,
could it be
Why
aliens?
would humans build the
If it
pyramids?
was aliens, why did they just leave?
Why
Why did
would
they
you-
come here, build a pyramid, and bounce?
Why would humans build pyramids?
No, seriously. If we found
Right, lads, right,
Right. all the Egyptians just like...
the bodies.
Literally, they come there, drop the pants and go, lads. All the best, lads. Figure it out. Figure it out.
I'll give you 2,000 years. Figure it out. Good luck. Good luck.
Give us an
We'll be
alibi.
back. We'll be back when this
Give us an alibi.
We'll be back. They have the emoji.
Yeah. We'll be back. We'll be back.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Honestly.
Yeah, it's
Brilliant.
I don't know, boys.
Right. Isn't there something to do with the pyramids, though, where they're facing, like, perfectly the coordinates of somewhere?
Yeah, there's something mad about them.
You find that out for me, please, because that stunned me whenever I heard it the first time.
I'm just going to look up.
Yeah, how do I say this? The amount of people that talk about the pyramids, I haven't really
Lads.
dove into it.
Yeah, I don't know much.
They were built roughly 2,550 to 2,490 BC. 4,000 years.
Where'd you get your 1,000
Aliens.
from?
I just Google it, man. I don't know.
That is
4,000 years ago.
Okay. That is crazy. That is crazy. I thought we were still fighting each other in caves back then. Also, man, right?
worst
Gary,
website ever.
No,
Are
actually,
you choking me?
hold on a minute.
How did they make that?
Can you throw that phone over to me? I actually need to reseed them. Go on, G.
4,000 years ago, dinosaurs were around 65 million years ago.
Don't start with
They're
dinosaurs.
another one, lads. They're another one we need to delve into as well. I know this is going completely away from whatever the podcast, whatever direction the podcast is supposed to go. But dinosaurs,
Yeah.
the fact that they were here
Yeah.
but it just blows your mind. Does it not blow your
And
mind?
also, we only found out
Yeah.
about dinosaurs back in the 1800s. So people back in the 70s, like George Washington and the boys, don't even know what dinosaurs are. Now, that's interesting.
That is
Oh, yeah, because they wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Oh, would they not have?
No, paleontology only started in the 1800s.
that's mad.
But 65 million years ago is a lot of years. 4,000 years ago sounds like a lot, but 65
4,000
million.
years ago, Joe, I don't think 4,000 years. Obviously, it's a long time
Well,
ago.
it's not
Doesn't
in
sound like an awful lot of time, does
Well,
it?
it's
But it
not in
is.
human. It's not in terms of the world. I'm going to divide 65 million by 4,000 now. Let me see here.
And what's going to be the conclusion?
16,250. That's the difference between.
You just, you mean taken away? You just divided it.
Yeah. But you can fit, so you could go back 16,000 times. So it's 4,000 years ago.
Right. No, I get you. No,
16,000 times more than the dinosaurs went extinct. Extinct. Because the dinosaur period is like
Yeah, so-
the Jurassic, the Cretaceous.
okay, yeah.
That was all.
How long were
between
they about then?
Dinosaurs?
Yeah.
It's a good question. I don't know.
They're still about crocodiles. They're dinos. Look. Get a close up.
Are they dinos?
Yeah. I think, well, descendants.
Are they?
I think so, yeah. Aren't they? And tortoises and turtles.
It's not like chickens are like one of the closest.
I'm gonna
relatives or
Google
something.
I think they probably are as well. Same as the old velociraptors.
How long?
Do you know what I think
the
we could have done
world.
though? I think we could have romanticized dinosaurs a little bit. As in, like, made them these super scary creatures. I say some of them are soft as shit.
We filled
Yeah.
in the gaps though.
Yeah,
we
true.
filled in the gaps.
Yeah, we did. We made a whole story out of it.
Off the shot. Would you say they were intelligent? Would you say they were intelligent?
No, I said there was barbaric as they
Yeah,
call, man.
Down come the Egyptians.
I think
The Egyptians. I meant to say aliens.
I just laughed.
Now,
I
this is
picked,
a
I
fact,
picked it
Mark.
up. I didn't pick it up.
Pick the pros,
dinosaurs
put it
have been on Earth for 165 million years.
What? They've been on Earth for 160. How old is Earth?
Jesus.
Yeah, sorry, we're going down a serious rabbit hole.
this is good.
I'm curious.
This
Okay.
is good.
I'm curious.
What's your favorite thing about dinosaurs?
I just think it's mad how big and tall they tall they were.
But not all of them though. Very few were like huge.
Kinger, the
Yeah, but
Earth
like
has been around for approximately 4.5 billion years.
Wow.
So what the hell was on-
what was
what-
before them?
What in God's name was on the Earth of the year 3 billion?
Adam and Eve.
Where are we on pyramids, lads?
Okay.
Pyramids is your like thing, isn't it? You're always
Yeah, but-
Gary, you talk about the pyramids. I was saying realistically once every 3 weeks.
What's your opinion then on the pyramids? If you have a strong opinion,
It can't be aliens. Aliens can't be your thing.
it could like you
You can't just throw
can't be
aliens out there.
serious about
with-
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think you can.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think you got to see them to be like.
Yeah, I'd
Aliens.
agree. Like, yeah, I just,
There's no
I just
evidence.
don't believe that 4,500 years ago they managed to build them.
What else are they doing though?
What were 20,000 to 100,000? Was that the radius?
Yeah.
Dragging
20,000
bleeding boulders
20,000
across on
Radius
bleeding
is half
logs.
11.
20,000.
That's how hot it is down there as well.
Yeah.
20,000 to 100,000, right?
Yeah.
What else are you doing? What year was this? Something
2004
BC. Was it something BC?
Yeah, something like that.
If
Yeah.
I'm not
doing?
mistaken, though, the Romans and the Egyptians were the two most powerful colonies. So is there any of that like slave labor? Probably just forced to do it. I don't really know.
I think there was a bit of that.
I was reading.
I
stuff
actually think
there
there was a bit
and
of that.
It said like that farmers would, when they couldn't work during floods on their farms, they would go to help with the pyramids. Now
They go.
the aliens.
Do you
raining.
think that they knew that was like a greater cause? Like this would be like the thing to.
Or so they were sold. A dream, a pipe dream.
by the aliens. Maybe
And then they
the
pop it up-
aliens convinced them to do it. Joe, what I love, Joe, did you ever hear one of the lizard people around in the White House?
Yeah. Oh, lads.
Bizarre.
The people who think, and there's a whole group of these, I think they're
Yeah.
mainly in America, believe that most famous people in this world who actually influence what's going on are actually lizard people. And if you take certain photos, you see like their eyes are like not like circular, they're like slit, and they have like they like hiss and stuff when they're like in the dark.
There's another one that Avril Lavigne.
That's not even
Did you
a
ever hear
joke,
that-
though.
Did you ever
That's
hear the
real.
Avril Lavigne one?
Well, I don't
that
think so,
apparently
but-
like was it like she died or something like that? But there was like a double of her basically. There's like a clone of her living
See all
now.
that. See all
I'll
that
get it
stuff.
for you. I'll get it
See
for
all
you.
that stuff. So silly. So silly.
What do you call these conspiracy theories? Yeah.
So silly.
The idea of reptilians, this is the human reptilian thing, also called reptoids, was popularized by David Icke, a conspiracy theorist who claims shape-shifting reptilian aliens
Shape-shifting, that's it.
control Earth by taking on human form and gaining political power to manipulate human societies. This guy has stated on multiple occasions that many of the world leaders are possessed by so-called reptilians. Here's a diagram for you, Kinger.
That's exactly what.
If
it
you
was.
believe that, you're a goddamn reptilian. Look at the
preposterous.
state of him.
Kinger.
Look at the state of him.
Tell you what, we're packing compared to the reptilians. Look at the difference.
Absolute
Where
fact.
is that difference? Look at that. That's so
I
weird.
don't know why, yeah.
Bizarre. The Avril Lavigne replacement conspiracy theory is a conspiracy theory stating that the Canadian singer Avril Lavigne died in 2003 shortly after releasing her successful album Let's Go, and was replaced by a body double named Melissa Vandella. Evidence used to support the theory include changes in her appearance between 2003 and the present, supposed subliminal messaging in her follow-up effort Under My Skin, and a photo shoot in which Avril has the name Melissa written on her hand. The origins of the theory can be traced back to a 2011 Brazilian blog, Avril Está Morta. Avril is dead. What?
Her appearance has changed between 2003 to the present. I looked different last week. What is that? That's not conclusive. See, I actually want proper conspiracy theories. Do you know what's... It's probably not a conspiracy theory, but like, it's just mad. The Bermuda Triangle, right? What the hell is going on there?
There's something going on.
What the hell's going on there?
But I think it's
The
just
ships.
weather. It's just weather.
Is it though? Is it choppy there?
It must be.
I think it is.
Is it? Yeah.
It's right in the
Is it?
Gulf. I think
Okay,
so.
okay.
Just not get signal around there. Isn't that the whole thing? The planes just go.
Yeah, you lose them. They
Yeah.
just go and then poof, they're gone.
Yeah, but how did they
Aliens,
die?
boys.
That's another one.
The
Do you watch
people who
that?
built the pyramids are there. And they have Avril Lavigne.
Okay.
Did you watch that Malaysia plane documentary on Netflix?
No, it's meant to be top though.
But do you know the Malaysia plane that went missing?
Yes. Did they find the box?
Never
No.
found a box. Never found a plane.
That's crazy.
Some fella off the coast of like, I can't remember what it was, somewhere in South America, claimed that he was finding all these bits, and he had bits of an airplane, but then other people were coming out going like, no, they're not the airplane. You're just picking up random bits of a different airplane and all.
So what's the thing? A plane went missing. They can't find any bodies.
I mean, there's
Nobody's-
nothing. No
nothing.
trace. No,
Just-
no nothing.
I mean that's quite.
But it was a big plane though. It's the way sometimes like small planes. Wasn't this like a proper
Yeah, it's
passenger
300
plane?
people on board now.
300 people.
Like proper normal
I know,
plane.
but where'd it go down?
So this is the mad part. It said that I think the radar took it towards Thailand or China,
That was my thing. Oh, the biggest mountains in the world are there.
but it actually went that way. They found. So they found that it went the complete opposite direction that the radar said. So when it went off the radar, it went back that way, and then across.
Hijack.
But then they were saying, like hijack. Some fellow was saying hijack, and watch the documentary. It's ridiculous. Some of the theories. They all have like 6 different theories, and they're just combating against each other and all. And it's
Joe,
like,
yeah, that's weird. And this gonna lead me to my next thing. What's the name of that thing? Don't with cats.
yeah,
Yeah,
watch that as well. Yeah,
all the people coming together. That's
yeah,
weird.
Little
So
Facebook
weird.
groups. They do that in the Malaysia thing
So
as well.
weird.
What do you mean?
People are
I never
mad.
watched it.
Essentially, right? There's a fella who has like he was pretending to be famous, wasn't he? Or is that am I getting that
No,
confused?
you're getting confused. That's
Yes,
your man
I
who
am.
catfished
I
people.
am. Yes,
Your
sorry.
man was like killing, like
Yeah.
torturing cats online, and people
Yeah.
were like getting a bit weird. And he
And
ended up
eventually killing
somebody
people.
then.
Yeah.
And it's like how
Yeah,
And-
yeah,
but
that's
it's
what it
a
was,
whole
yeah.
Facebook group. I mean, like loads of them, and there was like 2 pioneers
Investigating them, weren't they?
Investigate. Now they actually got it correct, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
They actually found them, but
What? Did
yeah,
they?
yeah.
Wow.
Like they traced it perfectly, and
Then why
they
say
could
it's weird then? Is that not amazing?
No, but the way they
No,
go
they got
about
so
it,
invested
they got,
in
like
it.
it's their whole life.
Yeah.
It's just nothing else matters, and someone will come out with bold claims. You're like, give it a rest, will you?
Yeah.
It's like
Give it
that.
a
That's
rest.
exactly what the
Give
airplane
it a
was
rest.
like. That's exactly
See,
what.
what
it's
It just
what
shows
do
you
you
how
do?
good detectives are that they can not just get fully invested in life and still crack these
Yeah.
huge codes. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, sorry, back to your point, Morgan.
But I'm just saying, those people. Come on,
So, do you have a thing against people that just go like 100% in on strange things?
just like it's got nothing to do with you. And the majority of the time, this is now they were. It's very impressive the people that did figure it out. But how often are you going to get one of them right? And do something else. let whoever is doing it now. Let's say if you're doing something super, then super. But like
Yeah, it's
1
strange.
in 1 million, you're going
It's
to
a
nail.
weird mentality.
It's just strange. It's not your job. If you
Yeah.
want to do that, go learn how to do it. Be useful.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're just popping it up on Facebook with Zilka Bilk, he's an alien. He's an alien. He's every so often you just see him glitch. He's a hologram, isn't he? Great trophy.
I think, dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are very cool, man. I'm gonna put that. Pyramids. I don't think about the pyramids enough. I'd say.
I'm sure.
I probably should.
Just a little bit.
What else, to be fair now, is very bizarre. Aliens, to be fair, you could go down that rabbit hole. I know the likes of Joe Rogan, all those lads go into those rabbit holes. Like, remember he brought on your man like Bob Lazar, people that used to work in like these mad places. saying
Area
that they
51 boys.
That they were keeping. Yeah, well, your man Bob Lazar is huge on because he was saying he used to work with.
Don't
in that
okay. You
space.
see, like we have literally, like our phones can take like the best pictures ever, And yet, anytime you look up like footage of aliens and things like that, it's always like the grainiest stuff ever.
That's not
We would have caught them with him.
Oh my god.
absolutely flawless.
Okay,
Well, I spilled that myself though. So that was redemption.
the placebo effect. Explain that. Explain how you can take something with no value, right? So if I gave you a pill with nothing,
Mhm.
and I said, "Here, that's gonna cure your headache," and you took it, you'd probably think, "Yeah, cured me headache."
Because
Uh,
mindset is everything, bro.
The power, the brain is more powerful than you'll ever know.
Mm.
The human brain. Why are we still the only ones alive and kicking? We get it, and we can adapt like
That's
you'd
what the
never
dinosaurs
believe.
taught, man.
Oh,
Did they though?
I don't know, man. I think that's mad. I think that's a mad one. Now.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. It's incredible. It is.
The placebo
just
effect
shot-
is mad.
I think you're right. I think it is the mind. The mind and the body are all related, aren't they? Like the mind controls the body, so
Mm.
like you can like, yeah. I think you answered my question. It wasn't that mad of a
Do you
question.
separate brain from mind?
No, I think the brain controls the mind. I think if I could control my brain properly, I could do whatever I want.
So I'm going to rephrase that. Do you think
made no sense as a
consciousness is
response,
different to your brain?
Oh,
Well, yeah.
Oh,
Is it? Surely.
I would have said no,
Isn't that cool?
but that's an interesting.
Yeah.
But like consciousness,
is
do you mean
part
like
of your
how
brain,
aware you
no?
are, or like literally like
Yeah,
I'm awake?
consciousness is like part of your brain, no? You've unconscious.
That's
But I
probably
mean-
being controlled by it, but like some people, everyone has a brain, but not everyone's like.
But humans are sentient beings, aware of their. How do I say this? I think your mind is different to your brain, in the sense that I think we don't really fully understand our consciousness. I think consciousness and what people consider as their soul is something that we still haven't fully discovered yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's something that humans are only starting to kind of. Well, no, I think back in like ancient China, especially with the use of like, let's say, psychedelic drugs, for example, that's like another thing that people are diving into, looking at different states of consciousness, different states of being. I think your brain, I think everything comes from the brain. So obviously like your motor skills, your memories, all these different parts of the brain have a function. I think consciousness, the ability to speak to yourself, I know it's strange. I think it could be an extension.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not explored or underexplored.
Mm-hmm. I
Needs
know.
more exploring.
I think it could be a bit different. What do you think?
Why are you looking at me?
Dave's just staring at me.
Oh, sorry. You were
like
just smiling at me like this. I was
I was like, "What's up?" Yeah, no, that was good, G. Yeah, no, you're right. You described it perfectly. I've no more to add to it. If I'm being honest with you, it was absolutely spot on. We've no idea how powerful it is. Consciousness, I think, is when you say consciousness, like the difference between having a brain.
Yeah,
and being like
I
what
think
am
most
I?
living things
Using
have a
it.
brain. But
Using
what's truly conscious?
We'll never know, or will we?
Like,
See, if
does
you
an
could
elephant sit
control
there
that.
and think about its future, its past, its present.
no, because
Nah.
there's no conscience. I
Exactly.
would say.
Yeah, I'd say so. It just knows.
What has no conscience?
I wouldn't say animals do.
Yeah, yes, they do.
So you're telling me an elephant would regret hitting his mate a couple of days ago?
Yeah,
Nah.
100%.
Well, actually, sorry, elephants are probably quite intelligent, but I would say in general animals.
I'd
wouldn't
say
know.
the most
Dogs, 100%. If
Nah.
a dog, yeah,
they have no
if a
concept
dog's
of things
owner
like that.
dies, they're like upset.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
But why are they upset? They're upset because they can't get food now. They're upset because
Yeah, but
their-
there is a connection.
their
No.
environment
One of the
changed.
black-
Remember the thing I showed you of the lion?
Yeah, when the pack
Remember the
goes-
lion? Remember the lion I showed you?
Yeah, I do. To be fair.
That went missing in, or they set him into the wild.
Yep.
They had a pet lion. Two guys had a pet lion. Sent him to the wild. Didn't see him for 10 years. Everyone was like, don't go see the lion. He's going to kill you. He's going to kill you if you see him. He won't remember who you are because he doesn't have a conscience. Like you fools. He said that. And the two lads went, you know what? We love this lion. We're going to visit the lion. And the lion jumps up on the two lads and they like rub him like a dog.
My question would be, or sorry, my theory would be that the lion just sees the human, in this case, as its guardian or its protector when it was younger.
Yeah, I think
So
it's
just
just an
a positive
association.
affirmation.
Conscious thought, no?
I don't know. I think it's just like a
I think it's
pre-wired.
a pattern recognition.
Yeah, I
Almost.
think animals are more so pattern recognition. Yeah, like if a human, that's like a dog who has a great relationship with its owner or its master would be upset per se if the owner passed because of the positive relationship it has with them, like, and its environment. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess it.
But it's not really
because it's getting something from the
Yeah,
owner.
no, that's just me.
And that's
spitballing
taken away.
theories. I'm like playing devil's advocate here.
it could be thrown in, but I'd say, like, do you reckon Jude's at home going, "What's Gary up to? What's Gary up to?"
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I think
I
they
don't
do.
think so, no.
Well, Joe said he came home after Gran Canaria, went out to the dog, and she was ecstatic. But that's probably because she was like,
Similar to what you're
Food,
saying.
Yeah.
walks, pets, Liam.
Sound.
And I grew up with him.
Sound fella.
and again, when she was a pup, I think I'll tell you what animals and humans do have in common. I think the relationship when they were,
Importance of childhood.
the importance of childhood is definitely something that is reflected across the animal kingdom. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause if like
A dog's
dog or
abused.
something, is abused. Yeah, they're
Definitely.
traumatized.
That's 100%. And I think
Experience trauma.
most of your personality is developed between when you're 0 and 3. So I definitely think that's important. It's definitely reflected across the animal kingdom as well.
How does this reflect, or, how does this link back to the pyramids?
I tell you what, Gary, I'm actually might go on the YouTube rabbit hole with pyramids just to kind of beef up my knowledge here.
It's just the aliens, man, isn't it?
I might have to.
I don't believe in aliens, but
Tell you what,
Do
actually,
you believe in aliens?
I'd be with Morgan. I'd like, surely we would have seen something.
No,
I mean-
no. When I think aliens, see, we all think of green ghouls from like Simpsons and all. I think there's something else.
Yeah.
100% something else is living
Yeah.
out there. But I don't think it's going to come back with a bleeding astronaut helmet on and be like, oh, goo 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 gaga.
Yeah.
yeah, I think the universe is far too big. I think looking at space and the complexities of it, I think traveling it from galaxy to galaxy is just impossible at the moment. Who say it won't be one day? Who knows? Like, there could be some civilization out there who is
Definitely
like
is,
an
I think.
inch close, and then just one day something happens. Who knows? Who knows? Who would have thought that the world would have shut down in 2020 like that?
Yeah.
I know, like, Bill Gates and all were saying that pandemics would be like the big killer of humans, but who's to say? They're called black swans, those sorts of things. Like, who would have said, like, somebody would have crashed into the World Trade Center? That was just out of the blue, like.
These are all human, though. Well, I suppose the,
What
the,
I'm saying,
the virus, maybe.
But it's a
Yeah,
black swan.
Yeah.
Who's to say
Out
there
of
isn't
blue,
the
out of blue.
blackest of swans out there?
Yeah.
Something's just going to happen.
that'd be mad in your lifetime, wouldn't it? It's like when Michael Jackson died.
Did we talk about this?
We
now?
did, yeah, we did. That's
I,
what I
I
about
need to start rewatching everything because I think that's like 4 times. Like, did we talk about that?
Rewatching everything in your head. Go into your conscience, bro, and just be like that.
MJ, yeah.
I'm here.
You know, people have a fear of Michael Jackson.
I did.
Morgan did.
Did you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
proper fear.
Proper. Proper.
Really?
That's because of Paddy, though, and his brother.
And what was Paddy and
Just-
his brother doing?
Bad vibes, man. Just
You
instilling
didn't like
bad
that Home
vibes.
Alone picture of
It was a
Michael
Home
Jackson at
Alone
the door.
picture, right?
Right.
I'm
I'll
getting
get a freak
goosebumps thinking about it, man. Goosebumps, swear to God. Scared. It's Macaulay Culkin,
Yeah.
obviously, the Home Alone, and Michael Jackson in the background of it. Just
Is
doesn't
it real?
sit- No, but it doesn't sit well with me,
All right.
if I'm being honest with you. I
What's
don't
the
think I'll
Macaulay
sleep
Culkin
tonight.
one?
I remember I watched
Show us.
Scary Pop-Up. You know, did you ever play the Scary Maze game?
Oh, Kinger, come
Kinger. I was going to say those stories correlate between
Those
Michael
correlate,
Jackson
yeah.
and those scary stories. Morgan had the same issue. Morgan got traumatized.
I
With
on.
watched the-
Lads, they
I
showed me a
watched-
video.
I watched the video.
Go on.
And Michael Jackson. It was around when Michael Jackson died, and a video of basically like the Scary Maze game. You know, where he pops up and goes, "Ah!"
It was Michael Jackson, though.
It was Michael Jackson.
What age are you, though?
But that
That's shocking, lads.
that has a play.
That's shocking.
that is.
Imagine, I was like 8, 7.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
And then I seen that the rocking chair video. The video. Do you remember the rocking chair video?
Oh,
it was
yeah,
like
I
a
remember that,
static green screen type of vibe. And then The Exorcist pops up.
Yeah.
Here's me in the corner. They said that obviously don't watch the video. The 3 lads watching it. Paddy, G, Philip. I'm in the corner. Meant not want to be watching it. I didn't want to watch it.
Yeah.
I heard a noise, like a little cough or something. I turn around. Bang. That's it.
You were hyperventilating, Morgan.
Like gone, lads.
No, you were
Gone.
hyperventilating.
I was
They
like
are,
7 or 8
Yeah. Yeah.
And you had to sleep in my room with the lights on.
for like a
under
year.
Under double covers.
yeah.
Lads,
Terrified.
traumatized.
Oh yeah, I understand them experiences.
Shocking.
I understand them.
Shocking. Fuck you, Paddy. Absolutely super.
Yeah, that was
Tough times, man.
No, I still can't watch pop-up videos.
I don't
one
like
you're talking
them,
about, the maid.
Yeah.
That one where the car goes around the countryside.
Yeah,
and
that's
it
such a
an energy
Bluetooth one,
drink.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Bluetooth August
Bluetooth.
Bebo
Jeez, I'm
flashbox.
surprised you were a part of that category, man.
Scraped in. Remember
Yeah.
the Nokias with like the
You know the
color
colour, though.
Nokias?
You know
Remember
the
the color
colour.
Nokias? They're like slide things,
Yeah.
and they're like white and blue or white
Yeah.
and red and all them. I was kind of that era.
Oh, man, that's so funny. I remember that time so well. 6th class, first year.
I would have been way below 6th class first year then anyway.
Mm.
Rocking around the estate with my little Nokia.
Yeah, it was first
Infrared
class.
and people.
Spicer jacket.
Yeah.
Remember infrared?
I didn't really use it. We were all Bluetooth.
All right.
I don't remember infrared.
I wasn't
Yeah,
infrared
Bluetooth.
either.
We said here, infrared. The phones had to be like touching.
Seriously?
Seriously, yeah.
But
How did
no
that
one
work?
done. I think no one done that. I think that was like
Oh, it'd have been
because you could
infrared,
do both, couldn't you?
Yeah, that's your phone could have infrared and mine could have Bluetooth and
Yeah,
infrared.
but
And
most
then they
people
obviously got
just-
rid of infrared
yeah.
because like it is so frustrating.
Remember going
The
back?
phones have to be like
Oh, it
touching
takes
each other.
ages, doesn't it? You have to
Yeah.
like put it together, don't you? Or
Yeah.
does it? It like
Yeah, you had
loads
to
and
like
all.
that
Yeah.
be like touching together.
I've never even heard that, if I'm being honest.
Remember
work.
remember going to the back page of Match magazine and it was like the SMS codes where you used to buy.
Gary, I was only thinking about that.
Where you had to buy the like the ringtones
Wallpapers
and
and
the
wallpapers.
and all.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the back of Match magazine. Yeah.
And I remember it so vividly. There was a sticker book and it had just a single gum on the front of it, single pink gum. I would buy the whole catalog so I could eat the gum. It was insanely good,
really
That's what
Insanely
stuff like
good.
that works.
insanely good.
I was
oh
the
yeah,
same.
absolutely.
You just get things for the toy. Remember they used to have not toys. All the Match magazines used to have little things with them, didn't they? You'd get something like you would get something because
Yeah, I
I got
think in
like
Match
an
magazines you did,
inflatable hammer before.
Yeah, inflatable hammer. You had there was
Yeah.
inflatable footballs as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm there with you.
And I'd be like,
Yeah.
I think they were limited
I
edition though.
need an inflatable hammer. So I got it.
They
No
were
regrets.
nostalgic times.
Great.
Nostalgic times. It was funny. I had a craving, lads, when I was in Gran Canaria there last week. As soon as the sun was out and I was under an umbrella, I wanted to play a PSP.
Oh,
Like that, Kinger. Swear to
no,
God, man.
I get that. I actually get that.
I was getting
regular
like,
enough.
like not angsty or anxious. I was getting like itchy. I was like, oh, I want a PSP here.
PSP was way
ahead of its
still
time.
is ahead of its time. If a PSP was out now and done properly, I'd
It's-
play it.
It's a Switch, pretty much same
Yeah,
thing.
but like I mean, if PlayStation had one,
Yeah.
I'd prefer PlayStation one.
Yes.
Over. It's
It
like
was ahead
Apple.
of its time.
It's like Apple.
It
and
was
now
far
it's
too
switching
far
colours.
ahead of its time. It got thrown into the Nintendo DS vibes.
Yeah,
That was ahead of the Nintendo DS. By
It
far.
would be that. Nintendo DS is the Android in my eyes.
Yes.
and PSP is the Apple in my eyes.
That's a good
and
way to describe
that.
it.
Nintendo
Yeah.
Switch is now like
Somewhere in the middle.
an Alcatel or something like that.
When me and Morgan were in
Huawei.
Florida,
The
I had
Huawei, yeah,
I had a
Huawei.
PSP, and it was the first time I've ever seen two male hotel cleaners, like maids.
Yeah,
And we went back into the room, and I went back to my PSP. I was like, "This isn't turning on. What the fuck's happening here?" The game was stolen out of it.
This-
Yeah, stole the game out of it.
that's
Two lads.
horrible.
Yeah, we
Did you get it back? No.
we
reported it.
complained. We reported it,
And they were
complained.
like, we don't have any maids.
"Yeah,
And we're like,
So-
all right, well, they're just going around every single hotel room.
yeah."
You just
my
feel
God.
Lazy.
Of all things to rob, you robbed just the game.
Well, yeah, because they probably think they get away with it. The last thing they want to do
If
is
you only
get
pick
caught.
up,
They did.
but see, if you only pick up like one or two things per room,
Yeah,
and you up that profit, that's a huge profit.
that's clever stuff. That's clever
There you go.
stuff.
For next time you're robbing rooms.
Yeah.
Don't rob too much.
Yeah, got it. I was terrified in that Florida holiday at times because I remember my dad was telling me a story about I think what was it? I was in 6th class going to first year, so I think he was always like conscious of like kidnapping, especially
Yeah.
going to like Florida when you're in the big parks, and he was always like telling me like just be very wary of strangers and stuff. And I was remember I was in the pool. If any stranger like was trying to talk to me, I was like, nah, get away from me. Get away from me.
Take me, brother.
Yeah. And he was saying like clever things like what they'll try to do, like oh come here, like I need a hand getting like my puppy out of a thing, and I'd be like, yeah, come on, go see a puppy, and then
Yeah.
I was like, oh Jesus. And tell you what, that I can remember the feeling. I was like, oh my God, I'd buy that. I'd buy that. So I was like paranoid.
I'm done.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I felt
Yeah.
vulnerable for years. Now I feel like if someone wants to have a go at me, I'll have a right go back.
Kidnapping though as well is a mad concept. I think.
It is, yeah. It's like, what do you do with it?
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
why are you kidnapping someone's kid?
It's it's weird. It's generally,
Makes
but
no
it's generally
sense in my
people
head.
who don't like. They're not with it. Like,
Yeah, but you can be not with it, but like it's just I don't understand. I for the life of me, and I don't think I ever will understand it.
No.
Just to
very
kill
sinister
him.
reasons.
yeah, there's
as to
some
why.
dark reasons there. Like, obviously,
Kill him. Take him,
And worse.
Kill him.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
yeah, and
yeah.
well, yeah,
And much
I
worse.
understand that. But
Do you?
that's
Do you mean like? Are you talking about people who would kidnap kids because they want their own children? Because that is a
No,
part
he
of
means
don't
the
know.
act of
I mean,
actually
just people
thinking
that
of
just-
kidnapping somebody, yeah.
Like, it's just, it's bad how common. It's not common, but it's mad how it's a thing.
I know what you mean.
I do know what you mean. I know where you're coming from. It's hard to wrap around. your
Yeah.
head around, but yeah, no.
It's not. I don't know.
Yeah, let's move off the kidnapping topic.
Yeah, let's get off that sharpish. Right, pyramids, lads. Seriously. Seriously.
That actually is really interesting to me. The rainforests. That biome is just something I will never be in. I don't think I'll ever enter a rainforest.
I'd love to.
I'd feel so out of depth.
I'd
Out of
love
my
to.
depth.
Would you?
Yeah,
Like
I'd love to.
mosquitoes on your arse biting you
No,
all
King
day.
or King.
Well, no, you just
They
get them-
romanticize it in like, wait till you be in one.
Yeah, I suppose.
No, it's horrendous. I'd say it's absolutely horrendous. Like,
agree
do you know
on
the way, like, a mosquito, or not a mosquito, like a moth or something flies around here?
Yeah.
Think about that times like 7.
Yeah, yeah.
And then insects. And then all of a
Yeah,
sudden, here's
yeah,
a jaguar. Like, seriously, what are you supposed to do? And then you're in quicksand.
Yeah.
It's like,
And it's
where do I
raining.
go now?
And poisonous
And it's
snakes.
raining.
Poisonous
Yeah.
snakes.
Spiders.
It's raining. It's so humid you can't even breathe. It's so bad. You
Yeah,
take one
yeah.
wrong turn, you're like, oh, bollocks. How do I get out? How do I get out? I'll whip out the Google Maps. Wait, no signal within 70 kilometers. Sound Kinger. You ruin me night.
No, you're right. You've explained it very well. Explained it very well. I'm thinking of like Jungle Book and
David Attenborough.
Yeah,
David
David Attenborough makes it look very pretty.
Yeah, it's a
Very
very
pretty.
romanticized. I'd
Very
say.
pretty. Yeah, it is. We romanticize. Humans have a terrible tendency to romanticize things.
Better storytelling.
yeah.
Oh, what it is, yeah. Everyone loves a good story.
But
No one loves getting
So-
bitten, though.
something that popped into my head was about fish. I think I
Morgan
know,
loves
I know
fish.
I've said this like 7
I
times,
love
but I
fish,
think I
yeah.
said this on the podcast already. But fish underwater, right? Like deep underwater, have no clue
What's going on up here?
what's going on above them. They're
Yeah.
mad.
Hmm?
So like
We also haven't a
that's-
clue what the hell's going on down there.
Yeah, or up there either.
Or up there as well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But
we
the-
do have a decent idea.
What's it? We
Decent,
know
but
we
they
know
could-
more about space than we do the ocean.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
Yeah.
we definitely know more
So,
of what's going on up
Is,
there.
is this a conspiracy theory that NASA was set up for the ocean first, and then they just
Mm.
binned it off because there was too much to do, and then they went up to space instead?
Do you know what? It's probably
Mad.
easier. It's
I
'cause
think that's true.
it's probably easier.
They started up to explore.
But
the water,
NASA
and
stands
then
for the
went
Space Agency, so I don't know.
Maybe it was.
National American Space Agency, is that what it is?
Maybe it was NAWA.
No.
National American Water Association.
Now
Water.
NAWA.
No.
Narwhals.
Affect the water, lads. Affect the water, lads. We go up to space.
Yeah.
Contact
been
us.
that, been that.
Yeah, there's very
Yeah, the
little
water is
we can see.
absolutely horrifying. Absolutely terrifying. We've no control over it. Apart from reservoirs and stuff like that.
The sea is just.
But like the open ocean, the rivers, the lakes.
Rivers and lakes are alright. Really? Maybe like what's that movie called? Placid Lake. Did you ever watch Placid Lake?
Oh, but the crocodile.
Yeah.
Lake Placid is
Lake
what it's
Placid,
called.
Lake
And I was
Placid.
trying to think of that earlier when we were pointing to that goal saying Lake Placid, but I forgot. And now you
Lake
brought it
Placid, yeah.
up. Fantastic.
Lake
Is it-
Placid.
It's muck.
Oh, really?
Kinger. It's one of them muck movies.
I haven't
Deep
watched
Blue
it
Sea is a very
in
good film.
years.
That is. No, what's that other
Yes.
Joe the recent movie? Megalodon. I watched
Oh.
20 minutes of it. One of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
It's about that massive.
It's one of
shark
the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. It's so bad.
that make a lot on.
The whole thing is like, oh, that shark's huge. And we'll make the whole movie about that. There's no progress in the whole movie. I watched 20 minutes, so I couldn't tell you how it ends. And I was like,
we agreed on a
this
phone on a previous podcast that 20
is
minutes is ample time to
muck.
judge a film.
20 minutes
Oh,
is
did
ample.
we?
But
Yeah.
this is not 20 minutes at the start. It was, I was 20 minutes, about half an hour, 45 minutes into it. I was like, this is muck.
Oh, no, yeah, 20
This
minutes.
is muck.
the mark,
This is
isn't it?
absolutely terrible. You can tell, though. It's like a little rumble in the sea. Guys, what was that? and they go out and they can't see it and they turn around
And it's just there.
but it's just eating a kid or like staring at the kid and the kid's like, mommy, look at this, and they're like, where is it? And all of a sudden the boat starts shaking and it's like, well, now the movie's just getting interesting, and then he just appears out of the water. It's like, I didn't want to see him this soon. Now you've ruined the whole movie. I know what he looks like. I know they're all going to be safe in the end. It's a waste of time, honestly. Just get on with it. And Joe, what I'm really looking forward to the day, right? Where they said someone like Tarantino might do it. No, he won't. But someone of high caliber sets up this absolutely magical story, and it just like gets horrendous at the end. As in, like, everything you thought that was going to be such a good positive way to end the movie just is complete opposite, and rapidly. You're like, how do you live with that?
I think that would sell.
That would be so
Just because
cool.
it's
I'm
not
sure
good.
it's been done in some
Yeah,
degree.
definitely is.
But like, I mean, like proper. Like, I mean, a top movie.
I researched
Top
this
of the
before.
grade.
I think the reason why they don't do it is because they want people feeling good when
Yeah.
they leave.
I know, but like, I'm saying,
You ever
something
seen The
that's like
Departed?
the opposite, huh?
You ever seen The Departed?
No,
Yeah. When they go to the island. Is it?
No, you're thinking of
you're thinking of Lost.
Shutter Island.
Shutter Island's
Yeah.
top as
What
well.
was the Departed? I've never seen the Departed as well.
Matt Damon, DiCaprio, and it's like Jack Nicholson's a gangster, and they're both moles. So like Matt Damon works in the FBI, but he's actually
I've
with the
seen it as
gangster,
well, yeah. I've
and then
seen it
Leo
as well.
DiCaprio was put into the gang, but he's actually an undercover cop, and that's how they.
Yeah. I
Can't
was gonna
mention
ruin
it.
it, but I
That's
remember
cool.
now. When he's on the roof.
Oh,
I'd like
at
to
the
see
end.
that.
that ends. You would never ever guess the end. It's unbelievable.
I would like to see that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna
It's
add to
old
my
enough.
list.
It's like 08 or 09. Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, yeah.
The actor, yeah, he's quality, and then there's
What's another really good one? But I actually haven't seen it, but I've heard it's mad. And it's got a bit of a
7.
eerie ending. No,
Does not have a good ending.
Seven's good. Black Swan, is it? I think it's called Black Swan.
That's
Is
the
it?
ballerinas.
But the
I
ballerina.
haven't
I've
seen it.
never seen it, but
But it's funny as you're talking about Black Swan or whatever. Was that on this podcast or
Yeah,
the last
that
one?
was-
I
This
literally
one?
just said Black Swans there about 10 minutes ago, Morgan.
Yeah, it was. This
Yeah,
Was it
Morgan.
this podcast? Sorry.
Morgan.
Anyway, the end of that one seems very interesting. Very interesting.
Have you seen it?
Plot?
No, I haven't seen it. I don't know. I really don't know the plot, but I've seen. Do you know the way Watch Mojo? I think it was. And then I went into the rabbit hole. I was like, it didn't sit well with me. That it made me uncomfortable. That's why I went and researched it for a bit, and it still doesn't sit well with me. I don't think I want to watch it because I think I'll be freaked out
Because the film.
because the concept.
Is it a weird
Just
film?
didn't sit- No, I don't. No, I don't think so. I think it's a fairly like dark.
I heard it's a
film.
dark film.
Yeah, I think it's a dark film, and like you have to be really like with it to really get it. But I don't think I want to watch it because I think we'll just mess around with me mind for a while.
Films do that to you.
Yeah.
They
Shutter
mess with
Island
your
done that to me.
Conscious.
Yeah, Shutter Island's,
which conscious-
Shutter Island's up
I
there.
left Shutter
The
Island and
end.
went.
Yeah, obviously I'm not
believe
going to spoil
anything.
the end, but
I was like, this is a lie. what I'm doing now is a lie.
That's a great movie.
Swear to God.
when in around, I'm not going to give away the plot of the story, but when they're looking around, like when DiCaprio's there at the end,
Yeah.
and they're all kind of like looking about, I was like, whoa, what's
Yeah.
going on here? Yeah, I thought it was mad. Anyway,
Yeah.
right. Can we? Thanks, lads.
I was looking for that interview.
Can we conclude this?
Yes, of course, Morgan.
How do we conclude this? Because we've talked so much Bronson.
Well, I'd say now it's piqued my interest in the dark fields, the fields that we don't. I'm going to explore lizard people. I'm going to explore pyramids, and I'm going to enjoy it. That's what YouTube's great for.
I would like us to explore these things
Together.
and bring them here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
So like, say if you went and done the pyramids and I went and done like, I don't know what's
Lizard
on
people.
par with lizard people, and I came back and was like, lizard people are this, lizard people are that, and just had a load of facts to hit you with about lizard people, and you went, well, the pyramids are like, you know what I mean?
Interesting stuff, man.
Yeah, I think
People would like that.
there's a lot to be said for it.
T121 conspiracy theories. Tuesdays.
How are we football coaches?
The people that will come on to this looking for football info start. I think the first sentence was the pyramids, lads.
Yeah, it was. And that's it. But that's the power of conversation, isn't it?
Crazy.
It really is.
Right.
Right.
Crazy.
See ya.